with Be Well Fitness. How well are you today? Well, that depends on many factors. And of course, the ones that I am gonna cover today is just how well you feel in your body. Do you feel tall and confident? Do you feel that your systems support your whole body and movement so that you feel strong, capable, and well? And today I'm going to cover one of the most probably complaining parts of the body, which is neck and shoulder or forward head posture. And there is a lot of debate out there, at least in the movement world, because there is one camp of people that says, oh, alignment matters. And the other camp of people says, well, alignment doesn't really matter. And yes, both of those camps are quite right. Because some people have kind of that misaligned body and they might not complain about the same things. So, and perhaps it might be related to their tolerance of pain or just maybe moving in many variety of ways or whatever else happens. But I think that alignment does matter when it gets associated with complaints, such as, oh, my neck is always tense, my shoulders are always tense, I'm always uncomfortable here, I take my massages weekly and I cannot live without a massage because everything is tense. And when I start doing a postural alignment assessment, so I usually notice that forward head posture. So if you're not familiar with what it is, I'm just going to be right here. This is it. It's when the head comes in front of the body, which pulls on all of those muscles that are in the back. And it also increases the kyphosis. So if I am here, then my upper back kind of rounds because everything has to counterbalance positions that go in front and back and things like that. So, and also you probably have seen those pictures online where there is a forward head posture, and it also shows how many pounds it may weigh, because on average the head weighs about 12 pounds, and more we go forward, that number can double or triple. So basically that head becomes very heavy and it's front of the body just pulling us away from the center. And really, what is the alignment? It's just position of parts at one given moment. Can we bring a head forward? Of course, there's nothing wrong with that, but when it gets stuck due to our movement regimen or maybe a lack of movement or maybe our posture that we're constantly putting ourselves into, our body adapts to that posture, to that input. So whenever we put the input, that's the output we get. And again, so I work with people who actually do complain about that area, and I look at the posture. So there's also another study that has been done a few years ago that correlates that kyphosis or the rounded of the upper back towards higher increase of prolapse, which is that feeling in that pelvic floor, kind of like that heaviness and fullness or kind of that bearing pressure. So, which again makes sense because if eye alignment is stacked up and there is that great management and regulation of pressure, things are not happening non-optimally, right? Also, we have 3 diaphragms, and one is throat, the other one is respiratory diaphragm, and the pelvic floor diaphragm. And when our head goes forward, we again lose that connection of that management of the pressure between these 3 diaphragms. So our breath can be compromised, our digestion can be compromised as well, because that angle is just disturbed. So there might be also a lack of blood flow and circulation going up there. That's why when I work with people and we go through some exercising, some kind of feel slightly lightheaded because we work on some positioning and also a lot of upper body work that definitely brings a lot of blood flow and circulation into that area. So yes, forward head posture. Yes, it could matter. And yes, maybe it could not matter. But I haven't met anyone who has a forward head posture, and doesn't have any symptoms associated with that, which is symptoms of pain. All right. So I also never recommend to people just to come from here and then push that head back constantly, because that might create other issues when we just approach this too soon, too much, with too many things. Okay? So my tip for you today, if you don't quite know what exercises you need to do, ask me. Or just start paying attention throughout the day where your posture is, how you handle your head, how you handle your torso. Can you possibly start making those changes? And the purpose of that optimal alignment, so when things are working in a much more functional way, is also create that sense of lengthening and sense of tallness, or feeling tall through the body, because that again relieves the pressure and distributes the pressure more optimally. So that's why one way is to just start connecting with that position of lengthening, right? And another kind of tip I can give you that you can implement throughout the day, so to bring the head from forward position to a little bit more back, but not so squishy, it's kind of like start perking up, like you're trying to listen to the conversation behind you. So you know how like we go just, oh, okay, I can hear it. So just kind of do that motion. Yeah, I'm perking up. I'm listening to the conversation behind me. Okay? And also the attitude, right? So if you are in that forward head posture, you'll hear everything is rounded. Well, that just feels kind of like defeated and maybe not so positive. So see if you can start smiling, which is again, smiling brings that positive energy and can change the position of your head, so that you can start finding a little bit more lengthening and a little bit more, I guess, optimistic head positioning as well. So forward head posture does matter, and it matters on many factors. Take care of your postural alignment and know everything that happens above can affect what happens below, and vice versa. So the body does like that centered position, and also from that center we can travel and experience a journey easily, okay? And take a body from one destination, come to the center, and then take to the next destination. But when we are too stuck here, it's much more challenging to find that full range of motion on the other side from the center. Okay, change the way you move your body, change the way your body feels.